Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope everybody is well. Got a story that I want to share with you. It is very important because it ties into something that I was talking about. And I don't know if I published that video the other day or not, but I was telling y'all about my friend having cancer. This is her second go around with it. And just, going to the cancer center with her. How many people have cancer? So many people have cancer. Um, I haven't seen a whole lot of little children, but as far as older people, like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, lots of people have cancer. Um, in our area, to me, it looks like a lot of the people with the complexion for the protection have the C word. And it's just very interesting watching all of this unfold because, um, you know, again, we are 4 years into the solution that was pumped into people. And now, they want to act like, oh, it's just a coincidence. People are suddenly getting cancer. So I want to read a little bit of this story to you, but I'm not going to go into it a whole lot because I don't want to be getting in trouble. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a doctor. You should go to wherever they tell y'all to go that's approved by Uncle Sam, because I don't got no time for those smoke. But y'all know my thoughts because I have made them clear long time ago, so they ain't changed. I just want to bring to your attention that this is happening and how we need to move going forward, because there are a lot of things happening and I don't think they're going to be able to pull off what they did again in 2020. So they're going to use other methods to get to us. And so none of us can possibly be exempt from whatever magical tricks of pharmakia they are putting out into the atmosphere. These people are casting spells. They are doing all kinds of stuff to us. And we just need to be mindful. We need to pray every day. We need to pray over what we eat. We need to pray over the air we breathe. We need to pray over the water that we consume. Doesn't matter if it's bottled, if it comes out of your well, if it comes out of your tap. Ain't nothing safe because they control everything. And that is the thing that I want you to just get into the forefronts of your mind. You can't depend on anything on this planet because the adversary controls everything on this planet. And even if you feel like, oh, I'm a homesteader, I got my own this and that, I grow my own stuff. Well, the stuff they spraying in the air is dropping on your property and it's dirtying up your soil and it's messing up your water table. So none of us are exempt. If they're spraying us like crazy over here in the States, guess what? The wind is carrying that stuff all over the planet. So it doesn't mean that you are exempt from. Everybody is under attack. The whole planet is under attack. So we need to, pray as an assembly, those of us who are believers, and we need to fast. They're having a fast on the 25th and on the 31st of this month. Israelites, when I say they, Israelites. I know I heard Deborah on the redirecting channel. The End of the World Ministries is also talking about it. A couple of other Israelite ministries are talking about fasting on the 25th. I've heard specifically on the 25th and the 31st, but there may be other groups who are doing it other times. To me, it doesn't matter. We need to petition the Most High because we got some things going on down here that we can't control. We are in captivity, and it is getting serious. So we don't know what they've done because they have everybody's DNA. They've been collecting our stuff for a long time. They've studied us. So they know how to trigger things in our bodies. The fallen angels have taught them how to do all the things that they don't know, they don't need to know how to do. So we need to just pray and ask the Most High to protect us and hope, pray that we endure to the end. All we can do is have hope and keep the faith. And the work that we need to do is be aware. We need to be aware. We need to stay away from things that we don't need to be partaking of, and we need to come out of this system. Point blank, period. Okay, so this story came out on December the 4th. It says, why do so many young people suddenly have cancer? When you were born is actually an important risk factor for cancer. I'm just not going to even go into that. I'm going to have very little commentary. This is when y'all going to have to pretend y'all black people if you're not black. And if you are black, you have to know me, like we family, but you have to know me and just kind of just imagine what I would say. Read between the lines because I have a lot to say, but I can't say it. So anyway, I'm just read the story, a little bit of it, and then I will put a link to it in the description. So it says, you've surely seen the headlines, but let's recap the most pertinent data. 1 in 5 new colorectal cancer patients in the United States is under 55, according to the Wall Street Journal analysis of data from the National Cancer Institute. That is nearly twice the rate in 1995. A recent meta-analysis led by the American Cancer Society found that 17 of 34 most common cancers, including those of the small intestine, pancreas, and kidney, are occurring more frequently in younger people. Some of them had previously been declining, but are now on the upswing again. I wonder why. By golly, what has happened to us here in the United States where our cancer rates could possibly go up? 1995 coming upon 2025. I'm so discombobulated. I don't even know what to think. Carrying on. Here's the really scary part. While death rates for colorectal cancer patients over 65 are dropping, they are increasing among younger patients. I wonder why. Like, it would almost be as if somebody gave younger patients stuff to aggravate stuff in their body that was dormant, that wouldn't even be stirred up had they not put it in their body. But I don't know what to think. They are increasing among younger patients. Scientists say these early cancers can be more deadly because they are often not caught until it's too late for treatment. Colonoscopies are not recommended until age 45. Well, if the insurance companies control when you have a colonoscopy, and if there's an excessive cost associated with it, if you want to have one before you're 45, you're likely not going to have one. And if, they're just screening like they do breast cancer, breast exams, not breast cancer, but if they do breast exams like mammograms each year after you get a certain age, and then they're able to detect breast cancer if you go from one year to the next. But if you're below 45, they don't recommend that you have colorectal or colonoscopies, then you can't have one unless you pay for it. So then that means by the time you start having issues, if you're bleeding, if you're having stomach issues or whatever, by the time they discover it, it's too late. By the time you start, you become symptomatic, it's too late. You're stage 4, stage 5. So, but what would make people just, all of a sudden young people start having these particular cancers? Just all of a sudden over the last 3-4 years, what has happened for this phenomenon to occur? Okay. We don't know for certain, but let's dig into the long answer. I'm going to read this section and then I'm going to stop. What do we actually know about cancer risk factors? We've long known that weight and exercise help determine a person's risk of developing a range of cancers. The increase of global obesity rates since the mid-1990s has likely played a significant role in the rise in early onset cancers, especially those in the gastrointestinal tract. Well, y'all know. Probably best to end this video, but I will put a link to this raggedy story in the description for y'all to read for yourselves. And you can come to your own conclusions. You can do your own research. But we done talked about some things on this channel. And I hope you're taking note as to what is going on. Pay attention to who is perishing, who's getting ill, the types of illnesses they are coming up with, and all those things. It's really an interesting time to be alive. But the adversary is unleashed on the planet. He is busy. His imps and children are busy. They're not going to admit what they've done to us. They're not going to tell us what they're doing to us. But it is incumbent upon all of us to watch. We need to watch what they are doing. We need to watch what we are putting in our bodies. We need to watch what they're saying. This is no time to be asleep. That's what I'm going to say. You cannot be asleep in this hour. In this hour, we are under attack. We've been under attack, but now they're basically telling us, they're making a mockery of us. And so what we need to do is make sure that we are taking care of ourselves as best we can, getting back to nature, getting back to what the Most High told us to do, obeying those laws, statutes, and commandments, making sure that we are keeping a connection with our Heavenly Father, the Most High, and making sure we are praying over everything. Everything. When you go outside, when you open your door, you need to pray. When you in your house and you breathing, you need to pray, because the air that's in your house come from outside, and they're spraying every day, all day long, all night long. And if they ain't sprayed on you today, they spray someplace else, and the air, the wind is blowing whatever they spray onto your house. So there's no such thing as you're in a safe place. The planet is not safe because the adversary is working everywhere, all over the planet. So with that said, y'all make sure you are prayed up. Make sure you are trying to take care of yourselves as best you can. Again, continue to fast. I recommend not eating 3 meals a day. I recommend fasting because fasting helps repair your body. The adversary don't want us to do that, because also that fasting is a way for us, if you are chosen, you are the elect, it's a way for us to have, if you use that time properly, to reconnect with the Most High. So we need to make sure that we are fasting, we are praying, we continue to prep, we continue to try to be as self-sufficient as possible, Not saying that that is going to help us avoid all of the obstacles and challenges that the adversary is setting out there before us, but just make sure you are doing what you need to do, because it is really getting to be difficult to survive in Mystery Babylon. Mr. Babylon's trying to take everybody out, and we ain't trying to go nowhere. I wants to see all the things that the Most High said he was going to show the world. I would like to witness it. And so I'm trying, not saying that it's going to happen within a certain time frame that I'd be able to see it, but in case it does happen, I want to be able to see it. So, with that said, y'all, keep prepping, keep praying, keep seeking the Most High, obey those laws, statutes, and commandments, repent daily for sense of commission as well as sense of omission. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out some of the old content, because I have a lot of things that I've talked about over the last 2 years in particular. I would say probably the last 4 years that are really relevant today. And, you know, it's just funny looking back at some of the stuff that I talked about and watching it happen in real time. And it's like, not to say that I told you so, but it's just like the Most High shows me things like 3, 4, 5 years in advance. And when I try to tell people about them, they just always think I'm crazy. But He's shown me enough over, you know, say the last 20 years to know I feel confident when I see something and say something that it came from the Most High, and it will come to pass. So, those of you all with that gift, make sure you don't shy away from it, but also, thank the Most High for allowing you to be able to see in this hour, because there are so many things happening. It is insane. And I don't know if, I don't know how much longer we're going to be around on the interwebs, but this is a beautiful time to be alive. So y'all revel in it. All right. This is Marley K. Love y'all, and I'm out.